Hey everyone, this is Mara and welcome back to my Art Break Life. The holidays came and went pretty quick for us here, and now we're coming upon New Year's. In Hawaii, where I live, New Year's is a pretty big celebration here, and especially in Japanese culture, the New Year's Day or the celebration of New Year's is just as big or even bigger than Christmas in America. So they will shut down everything. They'll close their businesses to celebrate the New Year's, and there's all kinds of ceremonies and food that is eaten, especially during New Year's. And since I am of Japanese culture, I celebrated New Year's similarly to those in Japan. And this year is the year of the tiger, and that's why on my spread I decided to throw in a picture of a tiger for the corner here. And for my spread here, I decided to use my poster color again because this is the first time I'm actually using it in this kind of bullet journal here. I wanted to see how it performed and worked, and so far it's doing pretty well. For my New Year's spread, I kind of wanted to show all the different traditions that is typically celebrated for New Year's in my family, in most Hawaii families of Japanese culture. And so on the first box here, I drew a picture of a bell, which is basically representing ringing in the New Year's. It's called Joya no Kane. What they do is they ring the bell 108 times, and it's 8 times for the previous year and 100 times for the coming year. Now for the second spread, I put the kagami mochi, which is something that my family makes every year. We used to, a long time ago, get together at my grandmother's house, and we would get the mochi maker, obviously, and then we would make mochi. And our family, it's kind of like a way to gather with family, and as a tradition to spend time together and make mochi for good luck and good fortune. And putting up the kagami mochi is supposedly to bring good harvest, and you're blessing your ancestors as well, and also bringing good luck into the new year. And then on the top right side of my spread, I drew the torii, I guess a torii gate, and which is something you see at most, Japanese temples. And then the rope usually is attached to the bell that you pull on when you ring in the new year at certain temples. So that's why I drew the rope. And for the last box, you'll notice there's a sunrise in it, and that is called Hatsuhinode. And basically what people do is that they go and see the first sunrise of the New Year's. So they'll pick a nice spot someplace, and they'll go hiking or wherever and just go and watch the first sunrise of the New Year's, and that's called Hatsuhinode. And across the bottom of the spread, I left some boxes there because number one, it also looks like the railings and the walls of the temples with the bright reddish orange color, but I wanted to leave a little bit of space to write some things down, some notes or some goals. Top of the spread, I did some floating lanterns, which you'll typically see in Japan all over the place. The lanterns that have usually words on it of prosperity, good luck, good fortune, all those things. But I just drew the lanterns on this. And for the praying woman, I found a reference image online, and I thought her kimono was so pretty, and it actually just perfectly matched the colors of the temple, which was that bright orangey red, so I decided to use it in this spread. And I love the way kimonos look on people. It's so sad that it's not the norm to wear them anymore, and that's why you see a lot of kimonos either at secondhand stores or for sale, because it's just not something practical that people wear anymore. And it's kind of sad, but they're just so beautiful. The patterns and the designs that they have on the kimono material is just so gorgeous. Usually on New Year's Day, our family will go to the temple and get blessings. Usually you do it either at midnight as soon as it's New Year's, or you can go in the morning. And my grandmother used to go right at midnight, and it's funny because it would always be so crowded and so much traffic and lots of fireworks, so it was really smoky. So we kind of didn't like her going at midnight, but that's what she would do. She'd go and ring in the new year right at midnight. But for our family, we kind of are a little more casual, so we'll go first thing in the morning, bright and early, to the temple to get our blessings and our good luck charms for the coming year. Typically for New Year's, what my family likes to do is usually the week before we clean, because it's tradition in our house that, you know, you have to clean, because otherwise if you don't clean, it'll be messy for the whole rest of the year. So at least that's what my mom told me and instilled in me. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. Sometimes things get blurred along the way. And so I spent a lot of time this week cleaning and just getting things tidy and neat for the new year. So all the laundry is done, all the trash cans get emptied, all the floor gets cleaned, the bathrooms get a good clean down, all the linen gets changed, which I typically do every week anyway, but you know, I make sure that's all done, and all the Christmas decoration gets pulled down from the walls and the tree gets put away, the ornaments as well. That way, when we bring in the new year, it's nice, fresh, and clean, and hopefully our home will stay nice and clean and neat for the next year, which I don't think it will, because we have 3 boys that like to mess everything up every day, so I haven't bothered to clean their little playroom where I like them to keep most of their toys, so I think for the rest of this year, it's still going to be messy. So this is my journal spread for the new year in my brain dump journal. Celebrating my Japanese roots for New Year's 2022, the year of the tiger. And if you stayed as long as the video, thank you so much for staying, and thank you again for watching. I hope you liked my 2022 New Year's spread. If you want to see more content from me, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can see when I post my videos. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And again, subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, you know what to do. Just keep drawing and creating. And this art break is done. Bye guys!